the real beauty is that you don't have to do any selling. If you do the content thing right, and you do it right just the way I'm about to tell you, it will sell everything for you, and you'll never have to sell again. And that's a beautiful thing when you can have all the selling happening automatically, and you never have to push somebody or be annoying or be that obnoxious salesperson, because I have a very smooth, very fluid way to have everything sold for you, completely 100% automatic on your website, and literally while you're sleeping, you've got your own little electronic sales force out there doing all the dirty work for you. Or I shouldn't call it dirty work, but doing the hard work for you. Okay, obviously content comes in many forms. There's text, there's audio, there's video. What you're looking at right now is obviously video content. One of my favorite types of content is audio content, which I do just by way of interviewing people. By putting together audio interviews, you can really easily create some powerful content that your audience or your visitors to your website really can't wait to sink their ears into. The best part about getting content by doing interviews is you don't have to do any work, really. I mean, you don't have to go anywhere. You literally don't have to leave your house. They can be done right over the telephone. I've done at least 15 telephone interviews over the past year, and those telephone interviews have made me more money than I could shake a stick at. And you may be wondering, well, who are you going to interview? That's a big question. Who's worth interviewing? Well, when you start doing what I do, I mean, you're going to have at least a couple people come to you a week that are very interesting people. They may be a brain surgeon, a police officer, an FBI agent. The most interesting ones, though, of course, are people that have their own highly successful business. Guys that started up little businesses, kind of like me, out of their a little spare room, or and are basically self-made millionaires. At least a couple times a week, you're going to have somebody come to you that's already very successful at what they do. And these people are going to come into contact with you on a regular basis, and sometimes you'll wonder why they're even coming to you when they're already successful. But an interesting trait of very highly successful people is they always want to be more successful. And people that are already stinking wealthy actually want to become more wealthy. I mean, look at Bill Gates. Isn't he satisfied with the whatever how many gazillion dollars he has? No, he's constantly working to make more. Just human nature. So you're going to see these people come into contact with you, and they'll blow you away. What I do is, well, these days, not many of them blow me away because my income rivals theirs pretty well. But what I do is, instead of just being impressed by these people, I ask them, if I could possibly interview them. And the interesting thing is, almost everybody will let you interview them. It's like saying, can I tell you how great you are? Because that's what you're doing when you ask somebody if you can interview them. You're saying, wow, you're really impressive. You're an impressive person. You've accomplished so much. I have a lot of respect for you, and I think others will have a lot of respect for you. And that's the kind of attention people want anyway. So you can approach just about anybody and ask them to interview them, and they're going to say yeah. I mean, of course, unless they're already super famous. You can't obviously go approach Tom Cruise or Brad Pitt and say you would like to interview him. I mean, they're going to. It's not even relevant to your business anyway, but I'm just using that as an example that the people that we're talking about are people like me that most of the rest of the world haven't heard of, but in this little niche of internet marketing or marketing in general, everybody knows about them, or maybe everybody doesn't know about them, but they've just made millions of dollars quietly and secretly, and now you're going to share, you found this person, it's like you found this pearl, this little gem, and you're going to share this person with everybody else and reveal, or get them to reveal. You're not even going to have to do it. You're going to get them to open up and reveal and blab, into a recorder how they did it. And that's great because you don't have to come up with any of the content. You're just sitting there letting this guy or girl, basically, you're basically stroking their ego, and you're letting them just brag, basically, into the phone, and you're capturing it all, and it's going to be content for you. That's why I love it so much.